Welcome back to this episode of Cope's Corner. I'm your host, as always, Mike Copenhaver, aka Real Mike. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all at the likes of KOPESKORNER. Stoked to be here to talk about some more UFC we got going down this weekend. Two back-to-backs of absolute bangers. With Max Blessed Holloway is going to throw down. The Blessed Express is always one of my favorite things to jump on board. Last weekend was UFC 287. We'll jump through the results of that. A little bit not as good of a weekend as we'd like, but we'll jump into that as we get into it. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the sponsors of the show. First sponsor I'd like to thank is Melon Brand Hats. It's MELIN. It's a line of luxury hats that my boy Brian McDonald, he dreamed it up in high school. He talked how he'd have a hat line unlike anything you've ever seen. Different patterns, really cool materials, really nice details, and some of them are waterproof. They're called the Hydro editions. So make sure you go get one of those to separate yourself from the pack this spring and this summer because they're really, really dope, man. So, and then last but not least, I'd like to thank the most important sponsor we have. It's Sua Law Group from Ventura County, California, Simi Valley, California, and Ventura County, Ventura, the city of Ventura County. He does family law, criminal law, and personal injury. Absolutely amazing staff and people there. They, whether it's the criminal law or the baby mama drama from the family law, or the crooked DAs or the cops coming after you, or you crashed on a motorcycle like I did and need them like you need Larry H. Parker. My boy Brandon Sewell is one of the best law practitioners that there is in the 805 in Los Angeles and abroad. So I can't thank him enough for giving me a chance to be here live on StreamYard. My man, Mr. B, will be the co-host for tonight. I'm not sure exactly where my dude is right now, but I'm sure that he will jump in very shortly. Last weekend was UFC 287. Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Man, really good event. A lot of good stuff that went on. Like I said, we went 3 for 2 for bets and ended up losing like $100. Not the best thing, but it was just kind of back and forth. We lost 2 split decisions. Michelle Watterson lost the split, and then also we had Chris Curtis. And both those really hurt the night once we took those L's on those two, but is what it is. Let's jump into the card. First fight of the night and the first bet of the night, we had a half a unit. I threw down a half unit flick down on Jacqueline Amorim. I thought her jiu-jitsu would be a little bit too good for Sam Hughes, and I will admit when I was wrong. Definitely wrong there. Don't even like the fire on lower class women MMA, but I really thought that Jacqueline had Sam Hughes' number, so I was willing to throw down the $50 talking shit back in my mouth. Not very often do I throw down on women's MMA of that low of class. And then also the veteran versus the newcomer. I always have that rule. The veteran in the situation was Sam Hughes. She took out Jacqueline Amorim, unanimous decision all 3 rounds. So it is what it was. Right off the bat, you already kind of knew it was going to be a wishy-washy night because you lost the first $50, 0.5 units down. Next fight of the night was Steve Garcia took on Shaylin Nurnbecke. Man, I really did not think that Steve Garcia was going to uppercut to the body, KO TKO uppercut to the body of Shaylin Nurnbecke. Absolutely silenced them in round 2. Phenomenal win for Steve Garcia there. Either way, next fight was the next bet of the night. I had Ignacio Bonahome-Diaz. We put down on the money line. He ended up winning in the unanimous decision versus Trey Ogden. Ended up winning 1 unit there. So we lost a half unit and then won 1 back. So we're up 0.5 units. Like I said, it doesn't matter once you got those 2 L's later in the night. Lupita Godinez took out Cynthia Calvillo in a split decision. We had Lupita picked, and she did exactly what I thought. My man, Mr. B, how are you, my dude?
Broski, what's happening, Broski? Sorry I
Uh,
was late. I had to set up because
oh,
PFL. How
that's
you
all
doing,
good.
bro?
Can't complain, man. I was just going through the UFC 287 the card and a few of the bets. I'm at Lupita Godinez versus Cynthia Calvillo. Lupita
Right, cool.
Godinez, we both had picked there, and she won a split decision over Cynthia Calvillo. You have anything to say about that, Balpi?
Nah, man. I know it was a little. Those people were a little upset somewhat. Because that fight and the other fight down the line, Waterson and Pinero, they
Yeah,
kind of went the same route where it was like
mhm.
how high volume was the thing, but they looked more for the damage and who landed the harder strikes. That was the
Yeah,
situation there with both fights. So Godinez had the win because she landed the harder strikes.
Yep.
and I think she landed less, but they were more. It was a higher percentage. There you go.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it wasn't as much as Cynthia did, but it was a higher percentage and more damaging hits.
Well,
Yeah,
thank God the split decision went that way because I'd have another L here because I mean we took two split decision losses that really
yeah,
did
I'm
not
so upset about
help.
that.
They did not help the night, and we'll get into them as they come pretty soon. But with that said, we had Lupita Godinez there. She won split decision, so we were happy about that. Next fight was Joe Pyfer, ended up dominating Gerald Mershart. Me and you both had Joe Pyfer, ended up with KO TKO right across the ground strikes in round one. Pretty impressive from Pyfer to silence Gerald GM3, but I've kind of felt that way was going to happen with this fight. What about you, B?
Yeah, kind of had that same feeling too. If Mearshart wasn't getting it to the ground, it was gonna be bad, and yes, it was bad. And
Yeah,
Joseph Piper put him away.
yeah, I like to see it because we like to see those finishes. But next fight of the night was a controversial split decision loss that we lost $100 on Michelle Watterson Gomez. She lost a split decision to Luana Pinheiro. Man, I had it for Watterson. I obviously am biased with the money down on her. So I ended up losing the $100 there. We were up 50.5 units after the one that we had. And so it ended up being negative 50 now after three bets, and definitely not trending the right way once you go after the W. But man, I really thought we had this one B with Watterson, but did I see? Who did you have?
Yeah, I had Waterson too, but that was the same damn situation. But the weirdest thing was that I felt that Waterson did a lot more.
Me
I
too.
thought Waterson had 1 and 3.
Me
I
too.
really thought she had 1 and 3. She landed more strikes. She landed a lot of good kicks, but she got the takedown. She did a lot with the grappling, and
The,
they still judged her for Pinero.
the judges'
Oh,
scorecards were fishy, man. I'll tell you that.
uh,
So, but with that said, just talking about the L, it's sad to say, but we took a loss on Watterson Gomez. Should have been a win. And then we'd be 2-1. But like I said, betting is betting, and it goes wishy washy. Instead of 2-1, we're at 1-2 with on bets, and um, you know, just not what I like
yeah.
to see. So either way, kept next fight of the night was no fucking different. Another one where I was just really disappointed. Had Chris Curtis thought that he could get this done here versus Kelvin Gastelum. Ended up Calvin Gastelum won a unanimous decision. I mean, if it wasn't for the headbutt that Chris Curtis got laid out, then I think maybe we had a different story here. But it is what it is, man. We were down negative $50, lost $100 on Chris Curtis, so we're down negative 150. It just sucks, man. I hate absolutely hate it, but it is what it is. B. They were close fights. I thought that we had a good chance
Super,
on that one.
super upset.
What do you think about that, B?
I am upset. Even though, uh, Kelvin Gastelum looked a lot like how he used to look, back like his old self. I think that fight was a real closer fight than what it should have been. Um, Curtis did do his thing. I think when it came down to the third round, though, man, I think, Gastelum just kind of pulled through. I was upset, though. I thought Curtis would have had that one in the bag, man. I really did. He
I
started
know.
landing a lot of good body work later in the fight, but, I thought he was going to put Kelvin. He had an opportunity to, but by then it was a little too late, man. Just upset, though.
And then
Ah,
you have the next fight of the night where I'm like like hating myself. Like I knew that Rosas Jr. was suspect. I didn't think it was the real deal. We both talked highly about Christian Rodriguez having a great chance to win a decision here. He ends up winning a decision. Be unreal. Christian Rodriguez goes a 9-1, beats the undefeated Raul Rosas Jr., youngest fighter in the UFC. I mean, man, some good money to be made there when we called that. B.
yeah, yeah. Damn, man. Rosas had a good first round. Rodriguez just turned it all around the second and third, man. Just was patient. That was the one thing. Rodriguez never looked panicked. He never panicked throughout the fight, and he just took over. And then when you see by like the end of the second round, third round, you see Rosas look like a fish out of water, man. But then again, it was probably the loss that Rosas needed early in his career.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we see him back and better.
yeah,
But he got
definitely.
things to work on though. And Rodriguez, man, wow. Wow.
Pretty impressive, man. I mean, but they knew what they were doing, putting these two prospects up against each other, right? B?
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but next fight of the night was our boy Kevin Holland coming through, fucking fight Santiago Ponzinibbio. We had Kevin Holland here picked. We both felt that he was going to win it here. Threw down a bet on him as well, and KO TKO left hook round 3 in a phenomenal fight. B.
Yes. Yes, indeed, man. There's nothing short to say, man. I mean, boy, oh boy, that was nice. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, a lot
Beautiful
of
stuff.
fun. A lot of fun to watch. Kevin Holland is so exciting, man.
Yeah,
He
man.
brings a lot, brings a shit talk, he brings the walk, he brings it all, you know.
And yeah, and then you just think like, okay, this might go to decision. Nope. Boom. Just puts this dude Ponzinibbio flat on his face, man. Just
Right?
drop. Boom.
And
Uh
Ponzinibbio was arguing like, bro, you're gonna die.
where
So, but the next fight of the night was probably my best bet of the night, my best call, my best read. Everybody was on Adrian Yanez train, even though we do like us some Adrian Yanez. I had Robbie Font picked, and I talked about that motherfucking boxing. I talked about that experience. Cashed that motherfucking bet on Robbie Font KO TKO right hook for Boston, baby. Shout out. How about that, B?
you know I gotta talk about it.
Hey, that boxing, man.
Rob Font came through, man.
I don't think we could have called the better fight. Just like literally predicted it perfectly.
Yeah, man. Rob Font and Adrian Yanez was the fight. I said it, yo. We said it. We
Fight of the
said
night.
it. I had to pick my Boston boy, man. And you know, he came back to Florida. He was born in Florida, but lives in Boston, lives in Massachusetts. He
Yep.
showed up. No disrespect to Adrian Yanez. Yanez came to fight, and boy, were they fighting. But um, Font worked over with that jab, man. Problematic for Yanez early.
Yep.
And then he just started setting up shots. And Yanez, you seen Yanez put the footwork, try to get some kicks in and throw some nasty hooks. But Font kept it really composed. They both were throwing some nasty uppercuts. In the end, though, Rob Font got the timing down. Yanez went to throw something with the right. Font countered through a nice right hand, dropped
Boom.
Yanez and finished him, man.
Yep.
Awesome first round finish. What
Yep.
a win, a much needed win for Rob Font.
Absolutely phenomenal, man. And another veteran fighting the newcomer. You know, I loved every bit of that bet between Rob Font. So catch that one here for Cope's Corner. And then the next fight of the night was the co-main event between Gilbert Burns versus George Masvidal. Man, I pretty much called that one to a T. I called Gilbert Burns by decision. That's exactly what he did. I didn't think he'd have enough to knock George Masvidal out, which I was almost wrong, because he showed up phenomenal hands. Gilbert Burns did, and then also
Yeah.
on the ground, he almost got close for a sub, but he didn't get it. So either way, close is only good with horseshoes and hand grenades. But George Masvidal lost. Gilbert Burns looked phenomenal. There was no bet there though because of the fact that Gilbert Burns was so highly favorited. So, but I did
Yeah.
pretty much call that to a T as well, and me and Mr. B both did that one. So
Yeah. Wanted to believe Jorge would. If Jorge would have got one before he left, you know, it would have been cool. But, you know, Jorge called their career after. He was handled. Brain
yeah,
said Gilbert. Heart wanted Masvidal. But, you know, it's brain. Come on now. Gilbert did what he did.
yeah. So, but Gilbert
But
Burns
that
won
main
that
event.
one. That wasn't even
Yeah.
like that was a kind of easy one, man. I mean, Gilbert Burns is a
Yeah,
heavy
man.
favorite. I felt like Masvidal didn't show up on weight, or didn't show up professionally with his body. Either way, the main event of the evening was between Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. Holy shit, bro! I mean, I was right last time when I bet on Alex and he won. And I didn't want to jump off the train because I was on it last time, but I've been on the Izzy's train the whole time, his whole career before that. Only time I jumped off Izzy's train was for Alex, and I was correct. So I didn't want to jump train when I really
Yeah.
felt like Alex was a little. I thought he had it. The weight cut maybe affected him. I don't know, but I will say this: Israel Adesanya was absolutely magnificent with reading the attacks that Alex Pereira was throwing. Alex Pereira disrespected him, came in hands down, and Israel Adesanya just absolutely clobbered him with a hook. Just sent him to the shadow realm. Israel Adesanya defeats Alex Pereira and gets his championship belt back in the middleweight division. Pretty phenomenal though, man, huh? Izzy or Mr. B?
Yeah, see, you was hyped. Yo, fantastic fight. Give credit to Alex Pereira. He did come out with a good game plan.
Oh, he was
He
doing great.
attacked the lead leg. He attacked it early, and he attacked it quite often to the point where Izzy was feeling those leg kicks, and it was like, God damn, we're still in the first round. Izzy did sharpshoot though. He did sharpshoot very well, putting the jab out there, maintaining the distance, throwing the body kicks, occasional body kicks, and occasional shots here and there. Alex was throwing with that power though. That second round came, he kept trying to come in there and try to pressure. And as you said, Mike, he got a little bit too aggressive. He got a little bit too big for his britches. And boy, oh boy, that man made him pay. Seen the opportunity, landed that big right hand. Boom, rocked Alex. Alex turns, he goes, oh. He tried to come back and counter. Boom. That man went to the shadow realm indeed. Met back with Maximilian Pegasus one time. And, well, after that, threw that damn hammer fist, then hit the arrow for the celebration.
The arrow, hey, me being part Native American, that arrow shit was fucking fire, bro. I mean, it was a little, it's disrespectful to the Alex, but man, that's kind of how
I liked it. I liked how he flexed up on it after. But what was brutal?
Wow.
What was more brutal? He walked up to Alex's son, looked at him, and then dropped. Like,
I was so gangster. Son was all crying.
I was like, yo, that's how you do it. If you do it, you gotta do it that way. Pettiness, man. But big respects to both of them. We got the news now that Alex Pereira is gonna move up to 205 now. So we'll see what happens. Who's gonna be his first opponent at 205? And yeah.
Well, with that said, man, it was a weird wishy-washy back and forth night. Ended up losing $150 that night. And it just, man, it could have been so different with just a few judges' decisions. Michelle Watterson Gomez. I could handle the Izzy loss. That doesn't bother me too bad because it was fucking spectacular. But is what it is. Let's fucking see what we could do this weekend. This weekend, we're blessed with the Max Holloway. The Blessed Express is back, baby. He's fighting AAA. Arnold Almighty Allen. Should be an absolute phenomenal card going down in Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to my boy Kick Your Motherfucking Bass on Twitter. Professional fisherman extraordinaire out of Missouri. So can't thank him enough for always supporting. First fight of the night is between Jocelyn Edwards takes on Lucia Puladova. And bro, man, Lucy is one goofy looking broad, bro. I don't even want to. Every time I see her, she's sweet. She's a good fighter. She's got a lot of heart. So many good things to say about her, really. But goddamn, bro, when she's fucking staring at you at the weigh-ins and just like, can you do something with your hair? Can you fix your teeth a little bit? Make them a little fucking get some veneers? I mean, something, bro. But irrelevant to fighting. In this bout here, Lucia Puladova, she's the veteran OG. She's taking on Jocelyn Edwards, the newer comer. Lucia's been here for a while though. She's 28 years old, 27 years old for the counterpart. 5'8" versus 5'8", 67.5-inch reach for Lucia and 70 inch for Jocelyn Edwards. Jocelyn Edwards she's long. She needs to use those kicks and to keep distance, so that reach should be helpful for her. But she's taking on a veteran here, a crafty one, 14-7, 28 years old. Like I said, she lost most of her fights. Obviously, a lot of these women's fights go to decision, but she does have a couple KOs. She does have some subs. The last fight, she won by elbows from back mount round 2 versus Yanan Wu. Surprised the fuck out of me, man. It looked absolutely phenomenal. Then she won a unanimous decision in Octagon 32. Where the fuck? She must have. So she left the UFC for a little bit, huh?
Yeah, she had left the UFC. Yeah.
Okay. So either way, I mean,
She picked up some
when she was
wins.
in the UFC, she
She came
lost to
back.
Justine Kish, Antonio Shevchenko, rear naked choke round 2. That's disgusting. We don't like that at all.
She had an epic fight with Irene Aldana, though. Oh my god,
Man, B.
that shit was crazy.
This is the one here where the better mixed martial artist is Lucia Poladova. She's got more experience. She's got better ground game and almost equal to stand-up, I'll have to say. I'm not going to say better. I'm going to say equal to. But Jocelyn Edwards is athletic, long, pretty tough. But I feel like she has a little bit of quit in her. B. Edwards, that is. I feel like her gas tank is suspect after round 2. And because of that, I think this is a prime spot for Lucia Poladova to get a W here and come back, B. She has a submission weakness. She has a submission weakness. Jocelyn Edwards doesn't have a submission strength. I think this is a very, very good chance for Lucia Poladova to get it done. Right now, odds makers have her favored at -135 plus 115 comeback for Edwards. I'm going with Lucia Poladova, B. I think the veteran is too crafty and she'll be able to pull this one off. But
I'll take Lucy. I'll take Lucy as well.
Shit.
I actually was running with Lucy on this one.
Oh,
no disrespect to Jocelyn Edwards. She has fought in the UFC.
Black Lives Matter,
but her fights have been close fights. Majority of her fights are close fights, bro. It's like, damn, man. She fought Ji Yeon Kim, and hadn't Ji Yeon Kim fucked up on the third round, she would have won that fight.
Yeah, 100%.
She fought freaking who's it? What's up, boy? Ramona Pascal.
Yep.
Pascal got beat up on the feet, but she managed to get a takedown on homegirl Edwards. Pudilova could do the same thing, especially now she's there training with John Kavanagh and the SBG Ireland folks.
Yeah.
Her jiu-jitsu looked really good in her last fight, man. Her ground, I should say. The takedowns looked really clean, and she managed to work her ground and pound, and even search a little bit, fish for a submission attempt here and there. The thing that makes this more crazy is that while Jocelyn Edwards, she has high volume. She tends to start off the fights with high volume. There's not a lot of power that comes from her strikes.
No.
There's a lot of more pitter patters. She tries to throw the occasional heavy kick, but Pudilova's a monster.
Hey,
you don't want to go standing.
Did you see? Did you see kind of the energy of Edwards on the scale and at the
She missed weight by like 5 pounds, like half a pound.
Is that what it was? Okay, so
she missed weight by half a pound.
She looked
like, kind of at weigh-ins. She looked kind of deflated.
Okay, cool.
Then she did the ceremonial weigh-ins. She didn't even look happy doing the ceremonial weigh-ins.
Yes, that's what was weird.
And Pudilova's out there hungry. Regardless of what, Pudilova snapped into that psycho chick mode, yo. And you don't want to dare fight Pudilova on the feet, because Pudilova will hit you with some mean shit. Go ask Irene Aldana. She got hit with over 100 strikes from freaking Lucy Pudilova a while back.
Yep.
Yo, I think that Pudilova will find a way to get a takedown. She'll look for a way to work on Jocelyn Edwards. Yo, Pudilova.
Yeah, buddy. I'm glad that you agree, B. And because we have that rule, veteran versus newcomer, I'm throwing down on her. I'm gonna throw down on Lucy. I think that she's worth it. -135, throwing down $135, 1.35 units. Me and Mr. B both agree. I'm the KOPE, and so that's how it's gonna be. Next fight of the night is between Gaston Bolanos takes on Aaron Phillips. B, you gotta break that one down first.
Boy, oh boy, this one is crazy. This is a bantamweight fight.
Aaron Phillips is really good.
Aaron Phillips is good, but Aaron Phillips hasn't fought in like ages, bro.
That's true. He was supposed to be really good. Sorry, let me take
Phillips
that back.
is 33 years old. You know what I mean? He's 33 years old, 5'9", 69-inch reach, right?
Yep.
Representing his head kicks, MMA. But he got like 6 wins by KO, TKO, 1 by submission, and 5 by decision. He's been knocked out and subbed once each, though.
Oh,
2 losses by decision. Now, this is the crazy shit. The last time he fought Jack Shore in July of 2020. He lost by rear naked choke. He was supposed to fight Yanez that same year. It didn't happen. Cameron Else, he was supposed to fight. It didn't happen in 2021. Chris Moutinho, he was supposed to fight. That didn't happen.
Why?
And he's supposed to fight Jonathan Martinez. That did not happen.
Why did this all
4
happen?
fights you pulled out of.
Because he's a little bitch or
4.
what? Phillips' illness. Yeah, Phillips is a little bitch then. Martino got hurt. Cameron Else withdrew. Actually, so 2 of them aren't his fault so far.
Okay, 2.
So 2 for 2. We had a Phillips injury. We had him being a pussy, being ill. The last for Jonathan Martinez, because Jonathan Martinez was gonna send him to the Shadow Realm.
Right. It's weird. It's a weird fight. And then before that, he fought, you know what I mean? Ariston, was it Ariston or Ariston or Ariston Franca? He won by KO in round 2. Yeah. The kid can strike. He got power. He got really good skill set. I won't doubt that one bit. He's fighting a guy by the name of Gaston Bolanos. Now, for people who don't know Gaston Bolanos is making his UFC debut here. Young Gaston. Can I say young Gaston?
Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston's pretty young. Gaston Bolanos, for people who don't know, this was a lion fight veteran, the Dream Killer, 6'3", 30 years old, 5'7" with the 70.5-inch reach, representing Combat Sports Academy. This dude was a former lion fight contender, fighter, major ill kickboxing skills. Fights Muay Thai and traditional kickboxing. The dude was in Bellator. Fought a list of people in Bellator. Mixed results, though. Spent most of his time in Bellator, though. Most of all his MMA fights practically were in Bellator. He beat a couple guys here and there, but he lost to dudes like Solo Hatley Jr., split decision.
I just don't like his losses, B. He's been finished multiple times.
He's been, you know what I mean? He's got subbed. He's never got finished by knockout.
Well, that's what I mean, subbed.
He got 6 wins by KO. But yeah, he got submitted twice, and he lost once by decision.
Yeah.
So, it always comes down to the ground game. His ground game is not all that great.
That's
because,
he's
primarily kickboxing.
I'm worried about the ground game because Phillips is not that bad, bro. Like, he's got a little more experience than people think.
Yeah.
Look, his 2 losses are versus veterans. Who did we say? It was Jack Shore, Chris Gutierrez. And
yes, he fought Chris Gutierrez. Yeah,
he got the leg kicks, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, man. So in this fight, Gaston could probably come out here, be a crazy kicker, crazy kickboxer, do some amazingly insane shit. But when you have that type of gap and you got a lot of time to improve and get better, I don't know how you not pick fucking Aaron Phillips. Just based on experience alone, I'll say Aaron Phillips. Well, if Aaron Phillips keeps his defense up and be good and try to switch this up and use a ground game, Aaron Phillips. So there's an easier path for Aaron Phillips to win than there is Gaston Bolanos. And for that, I'm taking Aaron Phillips. I'm not going to fall into the trap. No. Definitely. You're not going to get me in the trap.
So I'm with this one, I'm
going to take Gaston.
Do you know the odds?
I'm not Gaston. I'm going to take Aaron Phillips.
Do you know the odds?
What are the odds? The odds are leaning towards who? Gaston?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're leaning more towards Gaston. The last time I seen, I think it was 200.
Yeah, negative 190 Gaston plus 160. Plus 160 for Phillips is like, man, I'm not betting it because Phillips has not been around enough and he's also had a little wishy-washy. But to the people out there that are betting, there is value on Aaron Phillips on that plus money. I'm gonna pick dog or pass here. I don't have enough on Bolanos to want to throw down.
Yeah.
Or back. I don't like his record. I feel like it's a little spotty, inexperienced, and it is what it is. Enough said about that. But we both go to Aaron Phillips with the underdog, which is surprising.
Oh, shit, Brendan Jenkins. Brendan Jenkins is here on the PFL.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. He's fighting at 170 now.
Nice. The next fight of the night, this next girl fight should be very interesting. Bruna Brazil takes on Denise Gomes. Man, the undefeated prospect that Bruna Brazil is really big, man. She's 5'6" versus the 5'2", 66-inch reach for 63 for the counterpart Denise Gomes. Denise Gomes, tough girl, 23 years old versus 29 for the Bruna Brazil. Man, dude, Denise Gomes is just gonna have a really hard time with the size and the strength of Bruna Brazil, and that's what I like. Loma Lookboom kind of threw this girl around. Not that Loma's bad, but Loma's strong and she has good hips. I just don't like the experience factor for Denise Gomes. She is tough. She does have KO ability, which is very rare. She does grapple pretty well, but she's just so small, and I don't like her here, B. I think that the special one, Bruna Brazil, 8-2-1. I think she's coming here to absolutely dominate and maul. She can head kick, she can punch, she can choke you out with guillotine chokes. Man, I'm going Bruna Brazil all day, man. I'm high on her. I think that she's dope. Negative 155 favorite. I almost want to bet on her. Plus 130 comeback for Denise Gomes. What do you say, B?
I did look at this. I'm gonna be honest. This one is a little sketchy. Yeah. A little bit, not a lot, just a little bit.
I think we're gonna pass
Denise
on
Gomes. Denise Gomes is a dog. Yo, Denise Gomes, we still see she is aggressive.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? There is a size and height difference. There's a height and reach difference.
Girls don't have KOs without having that aggressive nature. You know, those punches and bunches.
Yeah. You know what I mean? She's got, you know what I mean? Gomez has 4 wins by KO and 1 loss where she got technically knocked out. You know what I mean? She's won by decision and she's lost by decision. Her first fight where she got technically knocked out. And she got to get inside to fight her fight. Against Loma, Loma was just a way better fighter inside than Gomes. But Bruna Brazil, 8-2, man. 7-fight win streak, and she could get it done on the stand-up or in the feet. She has been stopped twice, though. Only twice. Del Boni stopped her back in 2017. And yeah, her first fight against she fought Ariane Carnelosi.
Well, that's a bad
match. You lose to 2 people. Those are 2 big names. Those are 2 names, respectively. Del Boni's a former atomweight champion, and Carnelosi, pretty big name. You know what I mean? She's a sizable chick. Yo, the girl got reach. The girl got ability. And I seen her the way she put homegirl out back last year. Marinic Man, was it? Marek Man? Yeah. Marnick Man, my fault. She put that girl out with a nasty head kick.
It was sick.
Boy, and she set that shit up good.
Yep.
I will take the newcomer, Bruna. I'll look for Bruna to win this one, man. Nice. Just based on the movement and the output. And I think Bruna could win this one just on range alone. Because she can make it nasty and close distance and use knees and fight that close range as well. I think Bruna Brazil will come out with more of the artillery. And she'll probably look to outpoint Gomes in the first 2 rounds and then just cruise on out. But we can see that. We'll see that. I'll take Bruna though.
I love when we both agree. That one's going to be actually a fun fight between 2 girls that a lot of people won't know. So, you know, and you can talk shit about me. Oh, Cope, you like women's MMA? Yeah, I do. I like watching women's MMA. They're fierce. And some of them fucking don't take no shit. And some of them are hot as fuck. Some of them have nice butt cheeks, all right? So
yeah, they both cute. Oh shit.
Give me some Tabitha Ricci fucking butt cheeks and we're talking. But the next fight of the night is between Lando Venata takes on Daniel Zellhuber. You got to break that down first, B.
Sure, man. And I'm going to say it right now. This might be a dog or pass situation, but let's see how good I go in breaking this shit down then. We got Groovy Lando, bro. 12-6-2. And, yo, it was only when I was doing this shit during the day, during the week, actually, that I realized that Lando Venata is fucking 30 years old. 31.
He's young.
This motherfucker is younger than me. I'm like, yo, what the hell has he been doing this whole time?
How old are
He's
you now?
younger than us. What the hell has he been doing?
How old are you? I'm 37. B, how old are you?
I'm 36.
Oh, damn, we're right next to each other. No wonder why we fucking got so much taste and fucking flair and charisma and shit.
Exactly, yo.
Growing up with Martin. Martin was a shit, dude.
Hell yeah, though. For real. But yeah, man. Lando 31, 5'9", 71 inch. Representing Jackson's MMA coma, is it now? Yeah, a coma, because they've done this whole thing where they have the gym together, but because the situation with John.
That's hilarious. What they split it down the middle so that Greg Wink can't see him.
Yeah, that's it pretty much.
That's wild.
So that's what they've done. That's how they've done it. So you have this dude now. Oh shit, hold on. What the fuck? Okay, there you go. So yeah, so now they have the one whole gym that Greg Jackson has, where he has a special set of fighters training over there in case Winklejohn, because of the whole John Jones shit. Yeah, so they split them somewhat. They could train together, but they also have the separate gym shit. But yeah, man. Fucking 4 wins KO TKO, 5 by submission, 3 by decision. He's never been knocked out though. But that's bullshit. No. He has never been knocked out. That's right. He knocked out John Magdesi. That's what I'm thinking about. That's right. He lost by submission twice. We know one of those was by Tony Ferguson. Decision, 4 losses by decision. He's been switching wins and losses. Charles Jourdain, he lost to guillotine choke last fight out. He beat Mike Grundy, lost to Bobby Green, beat Yancy Medeiros. Both of those fights were crazy as fuck. Mark Jacasey, he lost to, but Marcos Mariano. Kickboxing for sure. He's kind of improved his takedown defense. He has a nasty submission game. Oh shit. Brendan Jenkins is getting fucked up on the feet, boy. He's getting lit the fuck up.
Nice.
Oh, but
PFL's fun
Lando,
bro. They have some good mismatches.
Yeah, but Lando is a really good fighter, though, man. When he's on, though, he is on. And he can get some nasty shit going. He has a mean third round when he's in there. But those kicks, man, his mix-up, his funky style of kickboxing is insane, though. Always guarantee entertaining fights from him. But he's going up against Golden Boy Daniel Zalhuba, representing Mexico. He's 23 years old, 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. Already the height and reach advantages for him. Representing Extreme Couture, 7 wins by KO TKO, 2 wins by submission, 3 by decision. 8 his 1 loss in his debut against Trey Ogden.
So kick your ass.
Trey Ogden fought last week. Okay? Trey Ogden fought last week. Okay? I want y'all to realize this. Trey Ogden fought last week to Ignacio Bahamondes. And Ignacio lit him up on the feet.
Mm-hmm. After not fighting for how long? And Trey Ogden beat this guy in his debut. But other than that, he beat Lucas Almeida unanimous decision on the Contender Series. And he got a lot of wins by KO, as we mentioned, and submission. Good skills, but he just froze against Ogden. Of all people, you froze against Trey Ogden. Pretty weak.
I think this guy comes in now. Really long reach. Pretty good output. Pretty decent output, although he was frozen. He kind of finds his shots here and there. On the Contender Series, though, he did get dropped, which kind of has me questioning, where his mindset is at in these fights. What the hell is he doing? What's he doing right from what's he doing wrong? Trying to get shit measured out or whatever. I think after having the first fight and losing that first fight, I think he comes in. I think this fight will be probably a lot more closer than what it should be, though. Zellhuber should win this one, but I don't know, man. It might be He might come in here ferocious. You know, Eric Nixick is a good coach, does real good things for his fighters. I think he shakes the you know what I mean, the cobwebs off of Zellhuber, you know, the nerves, and has Zellhuber focus and find a really good fight against Venata. I don't think Zellhuber really has to worry about a takedown situation. I just think, you know, he just might have to just be out there, fight the range pretty much for the most part, and just handle him, man. But I'll take Zellhuber this time around.
Wow.
I'll take Zellhuber this time around. May not be an easy fight though. That's the thing I'm
No,
worried about.
this ain't gonna be easy at all. This is going to be really really tough. Man, as much as I like the kid Zellhuber, you lost to Trey Ogden, and that bothers me a lot.
That's the thing that got me shaky about it.
Okay, then your win before that was Lucas Almeida. It was a decision. Well, Lucas Almeida would get his ass kicked from fucking Lando Venata. I'll tell you that. Now, Martin Gonzalez was his win before that. That guy's 0-0. They threw a guy who was 0-0 at him. That's the type of bums he was fighting. Like, I don't know, man. This is a prime spot for a veteran OG with a lot of experience to fucking just lay the pipe down on the young kid and fucking whoop that fucking young buck. I'm going dog or pass. I'm going Orlando Venata. I think that it's worth the bet even almost. I'm not betting it right myself, but if someone wanted to bet it, it is worth the bet. I just think the odds makers have it wrong. I think this kid Daniel Zellhuber could just get absolutely schooled for the majority of the fight. 2 out of 3 rounds, Lando Venata could win it, pull out a decision. So yeah, dog or pass, going Lando Venata. Next fight of the night is between Piera Rodriguez takes on Jillian Robertson. This should be a fun one between these two. We got Piera Rodriguez. She is 30 years old versus a 27 counterpart of Jillian Robertson. 5'5" versus 5'3". Jillian Robertson's 2 inches taller. 63-inch reach for 63-inch reach. Let's see. Piera Rodriguez fights out of Venezuela, I believe. No, right? Yep. Born in Venezuela.
Yes.
Born in Venezuela. Shout out to the Venezuelans. My boy Herb, Mentalist 420. Shout out to you. One of the listeners is from Venezuela and his family. She took on Sam Hughes, and she won a unanimous decision. Well, the Sam Hughes decision looks a lot better after Sam Hughes won last week, right, B?
Yeah, yes, it does.
She beat Kay Hansen. Don't really care about that. Man, this is a weird one. Jillian Robertson is really good jiu-jitsu. A veteran, has a lot of experience now. Oh, man. I just don't know what Jillian Robertson's going to come always. That's the problem, man. Her grappling is so sick. If she get this fight down on the ground, but her wrestling and her entries are just not the greatest. So that's what bothers me. And then if she can't get you down, her striking starts sucking really bad. And then JJ Aldis whoops your ass in a unanimous decision type stuff. She did beat Thug Rose in a fucking grappling match, which that's impressive. Agapova, the striker, she was able to take her down. Just Jillian Robertson's just so spotty for me, man. I'm gonna go Jillian Robertson. My initial instinct said her. I feel like she has more experience, the veteran versus the newcomer, and I have that rule B, and that's all there is to it. I'm going with Jillian Robertson. No bet. What do you say, B?
Ooh. Oh, kicking bass. What's happening? PFL 3 is going on right now on ESPN. ESPN Plus. Go check that out. The card's been pretty fire. Way better than the last 2 ones. The first one was absolute trash. This last week's one was okay, but this one, a lot of finishes. This fight here, man, Jillian's taking her first fight since her early years, bro, at 115.
She looked good too. Body looked good. Yeah. She looked tight. Butt looked right.
She looked slimmed down. She looked really good, but it's a tough return to 115, dog. You going up against La Pantera, Piera Rodriguez, man. God damn. Now, Jillian Robertson does have a strong jiu-jitsu game in and out of the cage. That girl continues to work her jiu-jitsu game. She's always competing in some jiu-jitsu tournament of some sort.
Her striking.
Always competing. Constantly competing. Well, you got Rodriguez here. Rodriguez has been tough as nails. And, a while back when she made her debut here, I told y'all about her, you know what I mean? And Mike believed, and she has done great for us on the show here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? She comes out there a little iffy that first round. Y'all be looking and be like, oh, but the second and third round, she kicks it up. She muscles up, man. She's defending takedowns. She's getting takedowns. She stays active. She got a heavy shots, man. She's heavy-handed, but she's improving her technical skills. She throws the good leg kick. She has nasty punches on the stand-up, but she mixes it down. She mixes it well with that bully style of fighting that she brings. She handled Kay Hansen like no problem. And Sam Hughes, as Mike just pointed out, she made that one look pretty easy. And then it's crazy because now look how Sam Hughes is doing out here.
Right.
She hasn't been finished. She hasn't gotten a submission. She's either punching you to bits or she's getting a decision. Jillian Robertson's tough. That's a tough chick. But I think I'm taking care of Rodriguez on this one.
Oh, my boy.
No disrespect to you, Jillian. Jillian be having a good wave here and there, man. But I think Jillian should have just stayed at 125, man.
So Jillian's gonna have a hard time getting this girl down. You're thinking, huh?
I'm thinking if she gets it down, she probably get it down the first round. Rest of the fight, no. Yeah. If she ends up not getting the takedown in the first round, then Jillian Robertson's gonna have problems. Oh my God, these two are beating the complete shit out of each other.
Nice. That's my problem with that's what my point was with Jillian Robertson was that like her wrestling isn't that good. Like she isn't like a straight wrestler with a single leg, double leg. She doesn't shoot entries very like that well. And when she gets denied, she gets deflated, and her striking is not good. Yeah. So
she brings a jiu-jitsu level takedown. It's not wrestling level.
But it's in jiu-jitsu. You get punched in your face, and then things change. So I'm still gonna pick the veteran versus the newer girl, but I definitely see many flaws in Jillian's game, which is the wrestling takedowns and then the striking. So Pantera's Pierre Rodriguez is an underdog right now, B.
Yeah, I know.
Which is that's wild.
I want to take that. I want to take that.
So plus 100, negative 120. It's like dog or pass almost. But I got to go with my rule: the veteran with the experience. Jillian came in weight. She looked good, and so I'm gonna just stick with my guns on that one because I just don't know how good Pierre Rodriguez's takedown. Like how good is she when she's on her back? I don't know. I haven't seen that. So that means a lot to me, and I know what I'm getting with Jillian Robertson in the sense, but I also know that Jillian Robertson get her face punched in as well. Next fight of the night is between Ed Shortfuse Herman takes on Zach Cummins. You got to break it down first, B.
All right.
This is probably this is the weirdest fight of the night.
You want me to break it down?
Yeah,
I got you right now, man.
You hate this one?
So the next fight is Mateus Nicolau versus Brandon Royval. It's a flyweight fight because there's no way in hell I'm going to be talking about Ed Herman and Zach Cummins in 2023. Get the absolute fuck out of here. Nah.
Well, that's easier said. That's perfect, dude. I can't
believe that seriously, man. I don't want to waste time on this, so I'll do this real short.
Just pick who you want.
Ed Herman is a freaking Ultimate Fighter 3 winner, was he?
Yeah.
Long career. Crazy jiu-jitsu skills. Trains with American top tier. Got a list of who's who and wins. He's won some, he's lost some. Respect. He lost against Alonzo Menafield last time out. But he had a lot of fights that he was supposed to fight that got scratched off in his last couple years here in the UFC. We had COVID and all that stuff happening. He's got notable wins and notable losses. But his jiu-jitsu has always been the thing. He has improved his hands quite a bit, but his jiu-jitsu is the thing. And he used to be a middleweight, but now he's fighting at light heavyweight. Zach Cummins has fought as light as a welterweight, 24-7. He's never been knocked out. He's only been submitted twice. 5 losses by decision. He got 12 wins by submission, though. 5 wins by KO, TKO, and 7 by decision. Yo, he fought Omari Akhmedov and lost. His last fight was against Alessio Di Chirico. And he was kind of winning, losing that fight. And he dropped Alessio Di Chirico. He would have probably got a KO against Alessio Di Chirico by head kick. You know what I mean? But he's fought a list of guys, a list of who's who. He's lost to dudes like Gunnar Nelson. He lost to dudes as small as Michel Prazeres, aka the Tractor, homie that was super small but extra muscular. You saw the had to check that motherfucker. That guy. He's fought a list of who's who himself. He's fighting out here in Kansas City because he was born in Kansas. So he's a hometown hero. This goes as simple as this. It's a slow fight. It's a slow-paced fight. Output won't look crazy. There's going to be a lot of fucking clinching. If it gets taken down, there's going to be a lot of position and not enough ground fighting. It's going to be one of those fights where you can probably take a break. The winner will be a close contested. It'll be a close, though.
This is where you run to the cooler, run to the bathroom, go grab your girl's butt, give her a quickie, give her the sticky, go blaze.
I'll take Zach though. I'll take Zach though because Zach fought at lighter weight classes. He'll probably be the lighter guy, the more speedy on the feet guy.
Dude,
so I'll take him. I'll take Zach.
B said that's so sweet because I could have been way ruthless. There's no fucking point of breaking this down. This is stupid. Like, this is a sacrificial lamb, a poor veteran of the sport just getting absolutely thrown to not like the wolf, but like, come on, like a younger, stronger, kind of the same version. They're very similar of the same style type of dudes, these guys.
Yeah, they're not.
But Cummins has better wrestling, and I could already see Ed frustrated against the cage, grabbing the fucking fence. Can you see it? Can you see him?
Can.
Fucking white.
He's done it before.
His white flushed, pale pink skin, all flushed against the cage, frustrated, grabbing it. I you know what? If there is a bet that a fight, if he loses the point, that'd be a good bet, a very good bet. There are some crazy books out there, so if anybody has that crazy shit, if you can do like, there's gonna be a point deduction in the fight, I believe that there will be because it's going to be one of those boring, sloppy fights. Mr. B just said the same exact thing. I'm going Zach Cummins. We talked enough about a fight that we both absolutely disgusted by. Next fight of the night is something much more exciting. Brandon Royval takes on Mateus Nicolau. This should be a really good scrambly affair, huh, B?
Yeah.
I like Mateus Nicolau's striking. I think that he's a little bit underrated in the sense – Brandon Royval, he's got a jiu-jitsu game, really scrambly. A lot of people know him by he got his shoulders separated in the middle of a match. Brandon Royval's going to have 3-inch height advantage. He's going to have a big reach advantage. He's going to have a 4.5-inch reach advantage. But I like the boxing of Mateus Nicolau a lot better. He's also a BJJ black belt, I believe. Let me double check that before I run my mail. I got to look up. Sorry, guys. It's going to take me a second. Mateus Nicolau, BJJ black belt. I just wanted to make sure before I say stupid shit. I just think that this here, not only does Royval have to worry about his joints popping out, not even being popped out in a submission. Those bitches popped out when he threw punches, versus a black belt, versus a guy that throws straight punches and combos. I think that Mateus Nicolau could end up throwing some vicious combos and battering Royval's face, getting him down on the ground and subbing him. I'm going Mateus Nicolau. B. Am I just totally off here? What do you think?
Fuck. I was going to take the underdog here in Brandon.
Oh.
But it'll switch up. It'll probably switch up. The thing is this.
I don't care if
you do it. The thing is this. Brandon Royval, southpaw. Nicolau's an orthodox dude. Brandon Royval's way to winning this shit, he has to make everything different.
B, you read that?
Oh, yeah. Charles Oliveira, he did get removed from UFC 288 because he got injured, man. Yeah, let's sidebar real quick and talk about it. Charles Oliveira, yes, earlier today it was announced Charles Oliveira has been removed from the UFC 288 card due to injury. He was supposed to fight Beneil Dariush on the card. That is not going to happen. Now everybody is campaigning for Beneil Dariush to be next up to fight Islam Makhachev.
Dude,
Will that
I didn't
happen?
know
We
that.
don't know, but we'll
I
see.
didn't know that went off, B, but that's sad, man. That was going to be a good one.
Yeah, fucking disappointing. Hurt my soul. And yeah, you just reminded me about that because I watched the weigh-ins and keep on being remembered that Henry Cejudo's coming back to fight fucking Aljamain Sterling. Oh shit! But yeah, it is tragic, man. But Charles, man. But yeah, let me talk about this one real quick. So Nicolau, right? Nicolau's been on this little streak since coming back to the UFC. He's been doing his damn thing. Nicolau was one of the Nova União guys. Um, he's a guy who I kind of liked early on. He left and he came back. Motherfucker got footwork for days, though. He's never been subbed. He only been knocked out, technically knocked out twice. Quick hands. That power has come together, though. Oh, shit, has that power come together. You know? Fast motherfucker. Fast feet. Fast submission skills. This is just going to be all high pace between him and Brandon Royval. I was taking Brandon Royval because Brandon Royval is going to come out here and I think he's going to pace. He's going to look to try to outpace Nicolau. The problem is, can he do that shit? He'll be there with the Factory X Cats. Montoya. Was it Montoya, right? Montoya and them. His jiu-jitsu is very sneaky level jiu-jitsu. Hard to see if you're going to submit Nicolau, though. And it's ironic, though. They both smoked Matt Schnell in their last fights, which is funny as fuck, man. But, yo.
Dude, you know what's not funny? The one time that Matt Schnell's bitch ass wins is when I bet against, when I bet against them.
Right?
I swear to God, I fucking never would bet on that dude ever. And I bet against him, and he fucking won once. It fucking killed me.
Oh, what's up, Jason? Oh, Jay, I got Jason here. Okay, live.
What's up,
What's
Jay?
good, Jay? Yeah, we're on the show. We're doing the we're on Coach Corner right now, bro. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. Royval gotta outpace this man. He's gotta outpace Nicolau. That's the whole thing, though. Can you outpace Nicolau? And Nicolau's striking is gonna be a lot fucking stronger than Royval's.
He's got power.
I feel that.
Power in those hands.
Yeah, that's power. It's a crazy level of power he possesses, whether it's the kicks or the punches, man. And you train with guys like Aldo, fucking Marlon Sandro, fucking what's our dude, man? Oh, googly eyes, man. What the fuck is his name? He was the former bantamweight champion at one point. TJ Dillashaw beat him twice. What's his name again? I forget that. Look at me forgetting a motherfucker's name.
It was Barrow or
Henan Barrow. There you go. Henan Barrow.
There we go.
And a couple other guys out there.
I could see it in my mind. I was like, what the fuck? His name was Barrow.
Yeah, Barrow. But
same
yeah,
shit.
man. You know, Pinero, his girlfriend won last week against Michelle Waterson. I think he'll probably come out here and carry the wave too. And he probably got a win. He probably got to win in nasty fashion. But I'll take Mateus Nicolau. I'll take Mateus. Also, you did mention that good thing about Brandon Royval's arms and his shit popping out. And I don't want a nasty scramble happening in Royval shit that happens again.
One scramble, one armbar, bro. Like it's not the or just like if say Nick Lau gets him in a double leg. And he's scrambling, swimming, like going backwards, and he's just trying to get up, get to his back against the octagon. He's gonna have to use his shoulders and just kind of swim backwards like a breaststroke. That shit's fucking difficult. It really fucks with you. You're gonna have a BJJ black belt on top of you. So like the best part of Royval's game, I feel like, is outmatched. Right now, odds makers have Nicolau at a -210, plus 170 comeback for Brandon Royval. So they kind of seen exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going with Nicolau all motherfucking day. And I'm glad Mr. B agrees. The next fight of the night. Is you get a breakdown first? Should be a good one. B. Bill Algeo takes on T.J. Brown.
Okay, so we got a featherweight fight here. First thing I want to point out between these two, this is going to be a battle of jiu-jitsu versus wrestling.
100%.
T.J. Brown's wrestling versus Bill Algeo's jiu-jitsu. That's the one thing I'm going to point out here, and that's going to be a big factor in this shit. So we got Senor Perfecto Bill Algeo, who's 16-7, 33 years old, 6 foot tall with the 73-inch reach, representing Algeo MMA and kickboxing. We've seen this man do great things out of Pennsylvania. This man has never been knocked out. He's been submitted twice, though. Has 5 losses by decision, but has won by KO 4 times, 6 times by submission, and 6 by decision. This man will outwork the hell out of you with his jiu-jitsu and the fact that he could defend. He could defend. Not all the takedowns, but he has pretty decent level takedown defense. He's not like over the moon. He has been taken down by some people, you know what I mean? Andre Feely, he lost by a split decision. Takedowns came in. That's what I was talking about. He fought Herbert Burns. He beat Herbert Burns. Herbert Burns only the 1-round fighter.
Dude, Herbert Burns was the biggest pussy that ever fucking got in the octagon, dude. That was shit.
Oh, my God. Joe Anderson Brito, he got a win against. And that was a tough fight. He had to defend a lot of takedowns from Brito. Brito did get the takedowns on him, but then he started defending takedowns and working Brito. Did really good. He lost to Ramos. Ramos got takedowns. Takedowns became a big factor in that fight. He beat Spike Carlisle, but Spike Carlisle got takedowns on him as well. Ricardo Lamas. We don't even got to talk about Ricardo Lamas on this side. We know Lamas is a big-time wrestler, dude, and he fought that shit to a T. So takedowns are the problem. But if Algeo's aware of them shits, he will use his size to defend those very well, and he will put insane ground pressure on you. He's going up against T.J. Brown. Downtown T.J. Brown,
the wrestler.
Student of the dude of James Krause. You know what happened to James Krause.
Where the fuck? Hey, why don't we have any news on if James Krause is in jail? If James Krause split Santos's butt cheeks, or what was her name? Laura Santos. Yeah, that's right. That's her name, right? Sanko. Laura Senko. That's
Laura Senko.
Did he split the butt cheeks? I want to know what jail he's in. I want to know more about this betting shit. And we get nothing, B. Nothing.
Yeah, the jail case is something crazy. That's some crazy shit. You know, it hasn't gone into like a full out type trial thing. All I know is that he's been banned by a lot of shit. There's a lot more in depth on that. I gotta look that over and see. But there's a lot because there's a lot of gambling branches and shit like that, and committees and shit. It's kind of a big thing.
It's gone so poorly that poor Jeff Molina is having to pimp his ass on OnlyFans now. It's wild. It's wild.
What the fuck, man?
Hey, it's the truth. Hey, that's what's happening. I mean, you don't. If you're selling your literally your content of you OnlyFans, right? You're selling yourself, like you're selling your body. That's usually what you're doing, bro. Like I don't have an OnlyFans. I could probably have one if I want to do. I could just pretend I was gay and do all kinds of weird stuff on there and dress in probably some weird shit and to get more likes than I do here, which is disgusting. That's how weird the world is. I can fucking paint makeup on my face and put it all this weird shit. I probably get a bunch of likes and there'll be people like pretending they like me down in the comments. But it's just weird, bro. But I don't even know how I got on this tangent. Back to
TJ Brown, man. 5'9", 73.5 now representing Westside Fight Team since he's not in Glory MMA Fitness. 4 wins by KO. He lost 3 by KO. 10 wins by submission, 3 losses by submission. And then he shares a 3-3 with wins and losses by decision. Last fight, he fought Eric Silva in 1 arm triangle choke round 3. Eric Silva. Shillian Nerdenbeck. He lost to Nerdenbeck out-wrestled him.
That's
bet against him on that one.
Awkward.
Charles Rosa. Everybody beats Charles Rosa. What's new? Kai Kamaka III. He had a really good fight. That split decision. He lost to Danny Chavez and Jordan Griffin before that. But yeah, man, TJ got good boxing. He got decent footwork. He got wrestling, but his fight IQ sometimes is here and there. Now he's become more wrestler orientated, not as much strike orientated, but more wrestling orientated. Where he gets these good takedowns now. Will he stick to the takedowns? That's the big question. Well, how Algio's gonna handle him, we'll see that. I'm gonna take Algio
Yeah, that's my dude.
because the fight will not be an easy fight. Algio
Nope.
does not like to make fights easy for anybody. I will take Algio. I want him to use his reach. I want him to use his range. I want him to use his jiu-jitsu strongly.
He's crafty.
Get crafty AF. I want to see him use that shit. Make this a tough fight for freaking TJ. Because when you make it a tough fight for TJ panics, and that's when he leaves himself open for silly shit.
Yep.
Go ahead and do that. Bill Algio's the pick. Let's go.
A good breakdown, B. I'm going with Bill Algio as well. Mostly because that the Shaylin Nurenbeck he lost, that's really not sitting well with me in the sense of that Shaylin Nurenbeck just got absolutely wrecked by Steve Garcia. And so it's like, man, Bill Algio, I feel like his jiu-jitsu is slick. I feel like because he's so crafty and he's long, he should be able to get off his striking. Be very frustrating for a guy like fucking TJ Brown. And
Right.
so I've got to go with Bill Algio too. The odds makers right now have Bill Algio at a negative 200 plus 165 comeback for TJ Brown. Me and Mr. B both agree. Who said what up?
That's Jason.
There's
Jason. Yeah.
What's up, Razai? What up?
Lad. What's up?
Ja West up in this beach. How you doing, my brother? Hope you and your family are good over there. Always appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, with that said, we're both going with Bill Algio versus TJ Brown. The odds,
Yes.
I wish the odds were a little bit closer, B. The negative, that's a little. I'd rather have a pick 'em or like negative 145 Bill Algio, negative 200. I can't bet it like confidently, but I do like Bill Algio here. I think that he's the better MMA mixed martial artist, and we shall see. The next fight of the night is between Clay the Carpenter Guida, still in the motherfucking house, fighting Rafa Garcia. And man, do they just like throwing some of our favorite fighters to fucking savages, man? I mean, I feel like that Rafa Garcia is like a tough one, man. Good gas tank.
Yeah.
But Clay Guida's gas tank is really good. That's what he's known for. I don't think he's going to have the gas tank ain't going to help him much here with Rafa Garcia. They both like to stand and bang. Clay Guida's done this for too long. He's got a lot of damage. He's 41 years old, fight the 28-year-old fucking Mexican out of Baja, California. Fucking shout out. You know, it's wild, man. I feel like in the pocket, Rafa Garcia can eat more. I feel like right now, not back in the day, right? I just feel like now, Clay Guida's been through so much. Like, what's Clay gonna do? I guess Clay could implement a wrestling game and fucking smother Rafa Garcia and pray that he gets him down. Could happen. I just don't think so, man. He didn't show up very good shape. He doesn't look like himself. Even cut his locks off, right, B?
He cut his hair a little bit. He got short hair. It
was just short. Just didn't feel like himself, man. And obviously, Rafa Garcia is a heavier favorite, so this is no shit. Sherlock, negative 270, plus 220 comeback for the Carpenter Guida. I wouldn't hate it for someone in Vegas to throw down money on the OG. I have the rule OG versus newer guy, but I have the rule the OG with some gas left in the tank, and I feel like there's not enough petro left in that fucking tank of the boy Carpenter Guida. No. So I got to go Rafa Garcia. B. Do you have any different on that one?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna take Clay Guida. Also, this is the first round of this fight between this debuting dude by the name of Miranda. Bruh, I don't know, but the guy he's fighting is out of France, I think. And this motherfucker is like, he's going for desperation single legs. This is not going to be good. But yo, look, Rafa Garcia is a tough hombre. He's young. He's on the younger side, man, and he's game as hell. We've seen so far in his UFC. If you watched him in Combate, He is tough as nails, man. And he's putting his game together. Yo, but I see there's a way for Clay Guida to get this one, man. Clay Guida OG. But if Clay Guida gonna go heavy wrestling, he gotta fight to outwork Rafa Garcia. He can outwork Rafa. But the problem is that Rafa got hands. Rafa can land really fucking well with his hands, especially if he's getting those tight combinations. If he gets those tight combinations, he's a problem.
He's also pretty good when he's trying in his takedown defense. If he's got his back against the octagon, he lands really good hammers.
Yeah. But I think if this dude could come out, if Clay Guida could come in and Clay Guida just put that rage, put that gas tank, he had to put that gas tank pedal to the metal. He could get this one, man. I ain't gonna quit. I'm believing Clay on this one. This is where we're gonna be torn apart. And I'm gonna take Clay Guida on this one.
Hey,
we battling on this card.
Mr. B. I just realized right now you were that little black kid in Angels in the Outfield, huh?
Ah!
It can happen. It can happen, JP.
Nah, Clay,
his name was Jay.
Clay want to do the damn thing. Clay gonna go out here and do the damn thing, man. We trying to play my dude.
I just fucking with you.
I
think there is a chance, B, and that's why you don't see me, throwing anything on Rafa Garcia. I think it's a very, very risky bet for someone to discount the fact that the OG Clay the Carpenter Guida could implement some kind of wrestling game, maybe get this into a grindy W. No way he finishes, B, but maybe decision could happen, Hey, it could happen. That's what I say. Angels now feel it could happen. The next fight of the night is between Chris Gutierrez takes on Pedro Munoz, man. This should be a great fight between these two dudes. Why these pop-ups, bro? Killing me. We got Pedro Munoz, who's 5'6" versus the 5'9" of Chris Gutierrez. 67-inch reach for Chris Gutierrez for 65 for Pedro Munoz. You got the BJJ black belt of Pedro Munoz, all the experience in the world. But last 5 fights, he's lost 3 of them. And so things haven't been going that well. Last 5 fights for Chris Gutierrez, he's won 4 or 5, 1-1 to a draw. El Guapo, he called himself Chris Gutierrez, 19-3-2, 31 years old, fights out of Texas, or born in Texas, sorry. Fights in Inglewood, Colorado at Elevation. He last took on Frankie Edgar, the Nightmare, won by knees round 1. Batagirl Dana, spinning back fists and elbows. A few of these we won some bets on. He's just an absolute monster. His leg kicks are fucking crazy, vicious. I would never want to be kicked one time by this fucking dude. Good takedown defense. I haven't seen him really on his back jiu-jitsu wise enough to say like if he can handle the BJ black belt Pedro Munoz. But Pedro's small, man. Small, a little bit old. I think that Chris Gutierrez got a good enough takedown defense to possibly lay the hammer down on Pedro Munoz. And I'm normally a veteran versus a newer guy, but this is not. I just don't know if there's enough gas left in this veteran, B. But, I mean, maybe you have something on it.
I'd like to point out some names for a minute.
Do it.
John Dodson.
Oh, God.
Aljamain Sterling.
Oh, my God.
Frankie Edgar.
I take it back.
Jose Aldo.
I take it back.
Dominic Cruz.
Oh, gross.
These 5 men have outpaced
lost.
the absolute shit out of Pedro Munoz. What the hell's going to make you think something's going to magically happen that Pedro Munoz gets the advantage over Chris Gutierrez, ladies and gentlemen?
No clue.
I'm taking Chris Gutierrez on this one. Chris Gutierrez is going to be fast as hell on his feet. He is very light on his feet. He throws things very, very, very technical, very somewhat conventional and unconventional. That man is a tactician, though. He's beating people with leg kicks. He's knocked people out. He's gone through the trenches to win by decision. I have to go Chris Gutierrez. Pedro Munoz has lost a step or a couple of steps in his footwork and his speed, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is a dude who magically had knocked out fucking. He knocked out Cody Garbrandt, and it was like, yo, he's gonna be the guy to come, man. He's gonna be out there. He's gonna get these wins. He's gonna be next in line for the title, and it's not happening. He's 36 years old, and it's not happening. You know what I mean? You know, he lost the dots. He beat Brett Johns. Johns is now in what, Bellator? He beat Brian Caraway. Caraway retired. Cody Garbrandt came back and got a win. You know, other than that, he beat Jimmy Rivera by decision. But those guys, you know, were losing a step somewhat, except for Cody, because Cody's like 20-something years old. And John's is kind of one-dimensional somewhat. But, yo, all these other guys, even an old Dominic Cruz outpaced this man on the feet, man.
Gross. That's what I was laughing at.
You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. You a guy who was ranked high in the division, and you got outpaced by Cruz. And your way to win was there through leg kicks, cuz. What?
Yeah. Hey, those leg kicks are going to be fucking slamming his own leg to this week, boy.
Gutierrez is going to look to tear him apart, work a jab, pick him apart with the combinations, constantly work leg kicks. Avoid the takedowns from Pedro, because that may be one of Pedro's best ways to put the jiu-jitsu to work finally. But I hate Pedro Munoz's IQ. Bro, there's a lot of things that's going on weird with Pedro Munoz. So we taking Chris Gutierrez. I think Gutierrez continues to ride the wave. He beat Frankie Edgar last time out. Retired my dude. Here in New York. It was sad, but, you know, Chris Gutierrez is out here, and I think he gets another win tomorrow, man.
Yeah, and we cashed a bet on that one versus Edgar as well. So with this I'm gonna throw down a rare parlay. I like the Mateus Nicolau, but I didn't like the number at -200, and I don't like the negative. I mean, I like the -200 with this one, but I like the odds on the parlay for both of them. So I'm gonna throw down $100 on Chris Gutierrez and Nicolau on a parlay. The two of them, it's plus 125 once you get them. So $100 makes plus 125. I like both of them. I like the risk. So we're gonna be doing that, and now we get a little bit of we get that bout and some fun
I
on
like
the weekend.
That. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, right,
like
right, B. So, with that said, did you break that down first, B, or me? I can't remember.
You broke that down.
Okay, you get the next one though. This should be a good one. Ion Kulaba comes back to take on Tanner Boser.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tanner Boser is making his debut at light heavyweight. And man, oh man, did he look good on the scale, bro?
Great, B. He looked great. Great.
Ooh, I love it.
I know I smoke weed, but I thought I was smoking a lot of weed when I looked at this. When I saw him down at weight class.
Yeah, I said, yo, when they talk about he was gonna make the drop to 205, I said, yes, please. Yes, please.
The parlay is Mateus Nicolau at -200 and Chris Gutierrez -200 combined. The two of them equals plus 125. That gets you great odds on two fighters who are -200.
Yep. You can make money off of that. Yes.
Yeah, $100 makes $125. You get some fun on the day. I think it cashes.
Yeah, man. But yo, we got Tanner Boser. Tanner Boser was making a splash at heavyweight. Got some hiccups. Gonna cut down to 205 because let's be honest. He had the ability, but he was just small, man. He was a smaller size, a smaller framed heavyweight, we could say. Yeah, because he could strike, but he didn't have the strength for takedown defense, really. Oh, shit. This dude is... Yo, he is beat. Why is this dude not knocked out? What the fuck? Yo, PFL is crazy. But, yo, Tanner Boser is 31 years old, 6'2" with the 75.5 reach, representing Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada. And y'all know about how I feel about the Canadian fighters. Yes, Jillian Robertson is Canadian too, but I'm not going with her. But I will be picking Tanner Boser in this one. I will. Now, let's talk about it.
I'm with Boser. I'm with Boser too, baby, so I just love it.
Boser got 11 wins by KO/TKO. That's what's up. 1 loss by KO/TKO. 2 wins by submission. 7 by decision. 8 losses by decision. He's been technically knocked out once. And that one loss by KO has come years and years and years ago. Yeah, super years ago. Yeah, he fought. Yeah. Oh shit. He lost. He lost to the late Tim Hague. That was
Oh
back
wow.
in
Oh,
2015.
is it Haig or
Got
Hogue?
knocked out in 6 seconds, man. Tim Hague. R.I.P. Tim Hague, man. You know, Tim Hague went to boxing, took the damage, lost his life because of the repetitive damage, man. But yeah, last time, Boza lost to Rodrigo Nascimento, split decision. Very close fight there. He beat Ovens, approved technical knockout. Lost to Ilir Latifi, split decision. Lost to Arlovsky. Beat Pessoa, big ass Pessoa. Beat Lins. Lost to Cyril Gahn. Beat some other guys. But you know, high volume, good damn footwork, super fucking technical. He's going up against Ion Cutelaba though, everybody's favorite psycho in the light heavyweight division.
Fire.
The Hulk Ion Cutelaba. Ion Cutelaba is 29 years old, 6'1" with a 75-inch reach, representing Moldova. Currently riding a 3-fight losing streak out of Extreme Couture. Oh, this motherfucker finally got a takedown. It only took you about 6+ takedown attempts to finally get one. Psycho son of a bitch. Yo, this dude is wild. But yo, Cutelaba got 12 wins by KO TKO, lost 3 by KO TKO, 2 submission wins by KO TKO. I mean, by 2 submission wins, 4 submission losses, 2 wins by decision, 1 loss by decision, and then a loss by disqualification. He lost to Kennedy and Chukwu on the second round last time he fought. Johnny Walker submitted him. Ryan Spann submitted him in the first round. Both Walker and Spann submitted him in the first round. He beat Devin Clark, but lost to Magomed Ankalaev. Lost to Magomed Ankalaev beforehand. Beat Khalil Roundtree, but lost to Glover Teixeira. The dude is a short guy. He's a very small light heavyweight.
Yes.
Compared to a lot of the other light heavyweights, he's a small frame light heavyweight. He's a strong fucking guy, though. But
that's good for Bozer, though. You know, Bozer's always a smaller guy.
Yeah. He's a small guy. A lot of people urge for the cut to middleweight. We'll see what happens after this one, though. But yeah, Ion Cutelaba is a small guy, but he has power with the first round. After that, though, is really questionable. And he makes really horrible decisions in fights.
Yeah, he does.
But you know, if he's getting crazy and he lands, he looks to finish. Yeah. He looks to finish, man. That's one thing I'll always give him credit for.
But he's got a bad
fucking finisher.
He's got a terrible gas tank.
But his gas tank is very suspect. Very suspect.
He'd be a 2-minute man for a $2 hoe. Rest in peace, Tupac.
But word, man. But yo, in this fight, we're gonna take Tanner Bozer. Tanner Bozer got to defend the takedowns though. Avoid a lot of the cage shit that Ion likes to do, and just try to counter off of Ion. Eon's gonna try to throw winged punches at times. Nothing's really technical with Ion. He kind of leaves himself open when he wings shit. He gets angry. He gets in the emotions. You just take advantage of that shit. You're a good counter striker, a good striker / counter striker. You can kick pretty fucking well. Go ahead and get the shit done. And yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for him to outstrike Ion Cutelaba. Either he wins this by decision or he gets his knockout, man. But I'm gonna take Tanner Bozer on this one, for sure.
Nice, dude.
How the fuck did this guy?
Hey, I'm glad that you agree, B. You know, right now that Tanner Bozer is the underdog right now.
Yeah, and that had me surprised.
Hey,
I was like, yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
Crazy. You so crazy. So I'm going to be dropping down right now on Bovada. They have Tanner Bozer being disrespected at a +109 underdog, -130 comeback for Ion Cutelaba. I think it's all smoke and no show. I believe Tanner Bozer does the damn thing. I'm throwing $100, 1 unit on Tanner Bozer. He's going to be bigger. Finally, for the first time, he's going to be bigger than someone, and that's someone in their division that isn't as big as that they should be for the division. Plus, the wrestling game, the chin. I mean, Tanner Bozer's been rocked before, B, and never been down. He's been down, but never when like he could take a punch with that mean ass chin of his. So I like the underdog bet, the +109. So we'll be throwing down on that one. The next fight of the night is between Dustin Jacoby versus Azmat Murazaka. You. All right. Well, this one I really don't care about. I'm not. I'm not even. I'm just gonna
I
be
beg your
honest.
pardon.
I don't. I don't care about this fight. I don't like. I don't care about Jacoby. I don't really like Azamat, but I'm gonna break it down. Still, I just don't like either of the guys. I don't like their faces. I, you know, I don't know. Either way, I know you love Jacoby, right?
Yeah, how
Yeah.
dare you?
I know. I figured
How
you liked
dare you?
Jacoby. I figured I offended. I figured I offended you. I forgot. There's some people that Mr. B just absolutely loves, and Jacoby is one of them. And I probably I've even bet against him before, and you got offended. But either way, the dude's kickboxing is pretty fabulous, right, B? Is
Yes,
that what?
Dustin Jacoby's kickboxing is really, really good, man.
And so
It's really, really good.
6'3" for Jacoby's huge. I mean, I'm not talking shit about Jacoby. I'm not talking shit about Asma. I just don't like the
No.
guy.
Say what you gonna say. Say what you gonna say.
I don't think they're going to be a champion. I just think that they're just there. And so either way, the size difference between Jacoby versus Azamat is phenomenal. 5 inches, almost half of a fucking ruler. And then the reach advantage is 7 inches. It's fucking what you wish your dick was for your girl tonight. And it's fucking unreal, dude. So I'm Dustin Jacoby, I'm going with. I'm just picking him. But let me break down Asmat. He's undefeated. Call himself the professional. This dude, ground and pound, and his wrestling and his hips are fucking phenomenal. Most of his fights are won by KO, TKO too. So he's heavy hand standing. I mean, I just don't think he has experience to go with a guy like Dustin Jacoby. But this dude's fucked up. Andre Muniz. Like I said, very impressive for being as small as he is. Just think he's outsized for the weight class, so I don't like him as a heavyweight. And I just Jacoby, I'm just like he's there. So I'm picking Dustin Jacoby because he's your boy, and I think he's gonna win. But I think I'm disrespecting the Azamat because I don't have anything to like about him.
Okay.
Don't bet this fight at all. When I say I don't like two people, I'm not being professional. Okay, I don't like them. I don't care about them. If it's like Dominic Cruz, I don't like him. I'm gonna try my best. All right.
I'm totally.
I know.
I'm in complete disbelief right now.
Don't like.
Yo,
I just don't like.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm racist. I'm racist against the white folks.
Yo, listen here, man. Dustin Jacoby, Azamat Murzakanov. This is gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, listen to me.
Now, Murzakanov is the shorter guy than Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby does come in when he comes in the fight. He has high output. He goes strong for the first 2 rounds. Whatever happens in the 3rd round is a complete and utter toss-up. Azamat Murzakanov is a small guy for light heavyweight. But Azamat Murzakanov has shown his ability. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch some of his fights, I recommend you do that. This guy comes in, he can wrestle. He has crazy striking ability. Man got 9 wins by knockout or technical knockout. Okay? 9.
I just wish he was
1
bigger.
win by submission.
If he was 6 foot, if he was as big as Jacoby, I might like him. He's just small.
He's 5'10".
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10", and I'm fucking not fighting in heavyweights.
He's fought some guys at light heavyweight. I think he had a fight or 2 at heavyweight. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. But for what he's done pretty damn good for himself.
He has.
On the Contender Series, he slocked out Mateus Shuffle. And look at Shuffle. Shuffle's fighting on goddamn
Shuffle.
What you call it, the PFL, trying to chase $1 million. You know what I mean? He knocked out Tafon and Chuku in the 3rd round. It was a good back and forth. Then he smoked the doors, blew the doors right off him. Devin Clark was giving him a little trouble, but he handled Devin Clark in the 3rd round. Landed something really nasty, got the takedown, and then just beat him up on the ground, man. Yo, the guy got good strength, but it's just that, it's a matter of trying to figure out whether is he that light heavyweight guy, or is he gonna have to move down to middleweight?
He's got to
That's
go
gonna be
down.
the situation. He has the power, but it's gonna come down to seeing how he wrestles in the gas tank against some of these more legit light heavyweights.
And Jacoby is legit. I'm not. I might be hating on him. He is legit too. This is going to be tough for the little guy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be taking Dustin Jacoby. I think Jacoby's wrestled. He's fought a lot of different styles, and you know what I mean. During his MMA run, during his comeback here in the UFC, he's looked pretty damn good. He has lost to some guys, you know, but he's looked pretty damn well. I think he could go and have that strong 2 rounds, defend takedowns from Mirzakanov, make this an ugly fight, get the win. That's what we're looking for. Dustin Jacoby, come back season. Let's go.
Yeah, good breakdown, B. I think that Dustin Jacoby by decision would be a great bet. If you were gonna do something on this bout, I think that one of the best. I think the Azamat is tough enough to last, and I think that he can go all 3 rounds. And I think that maybe you get better value on Jacoby than because right now the odds makers have Jacoby negative 165 plus 135 comeback for Azamat. So
it's just if anything though, my boy Dustin got to keep that hand up.
Oh
you
yeah,
keep that right hand up. Mazakanov's a southpaw. You gotta keep that right hand up, Jacoby. Please do that.
And the thing is,
Please
he's so short. He's going to be so much. The dude's so much shorter that Jacoby, he's got a lot going for him in the sense of he's going to have to reach and lunge almost for that chin. Almost, you know what I mean? B? It can happen, but I don't know. So we're both going with Dustin Jacoby there, and Mr. B was the professional breakdown on that one because I told you, here. Next fight of the night. I care about these next two though, so fired up. Mr. B gets to break it down first on the co-main event of the evening. Edson Barbosa comes on to take Billy Quarantillo. Break it down, B.
Lord, oh Lord. This is the most frightening fight. The most frightening co-main event.
This is
for
epic.
Either fucking guy, man. This shit is the real shit right here, bro. Yo,
this shit
Edson Barbosa.
This shit right here. This shit's called death.
Yo, how death could this be? I'm gonna explain it to you. You remember what Edson Barbosa fought Dan Hooker?
Oh yeah.
We could get an absolute reenactment of that shit tomorrow.
I'm hoping so.
Bro, ladies and gentlemen, Edson Barbosa jumps into another fight. This will be his 34th fight.
His best 34th fight
career fight, man.
To win lately.
Edson Jr. Barbosa. 37 years old, 5'11" with a 75-inch reach, representing Nova Friburgo, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, an America top team, and the Armory. 12 wins by KO/TKO, only been technically knocked out 4 times, submitted twice, but got 2 wins by submission, 8 wins by decision to 5 losses by decision. Boy, ups and downs in his career. Last fight, he was supposed to fight Ilya Topuria, but Topuria was it Topuria that pulled out or he pulled out? One of the two. But last 2 losses, Bryce Mitchell, unanimous decision, Giga Chikadze broke him down, man.
Bryce Mitchell.
Damn, he broke him down bad. He beat Shane Burgos, knocked out Shane Burgos, fought Marquand Americani, beat Marquand Americani, lost to Ige, lost to Felder. That was his last fight at lightweight. Lost to Gaethje. Hooker, he beat up, the whole thing there. Long-standing Muay Thai striker, nasty skills, nasty kicks. Takedown defense is pretty good, except when he's fighting someone of the elite fighters. He's going up against Billy Quarantillo, though, a.k.a. Billy Q MMA. Follow that guy on Twitter, yo. He's a good follow, man.
Hey, Billy,
34 years old.
That's what Wesley Snipes called the dude on White Man Can't Jump, right? Didn't he call him Billy Q?
If I remember, I think he did.
He did, right? He's like Billy Q.
Yeah.
Like he'd that's such a good movie, bro. Such a good movie. If you have never seen White Man Can't Jump, you guys gotta go see the shit. It's
you gotta go see that for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
Billy
34
Q.
years old.
You can hear Jimmy, but you're not listening.
We're 5'10", 70-inch reach, bro. This man's only been finished one time. 8 wins by KO TKO, 5 wins by submission, only not technically knocked out one time. 4 wins by decision, 3 losses by decision. And if we could pull out the last time he ever got knocked, yeah, it was Michael Quinones knocked him out on the regionals, Absolute Fight Championships back in 2016. Other than that, he has not lost by a knockout or a submission. Wow. Alexander Hernandez. We bet Billy Q against that. That happened. Hernandez had a good first round, got dogged out the second round. Clay Guida, he grappled against, lost. Well, Shane Burgos, he fought. Unanimous decision. Crazy fight it was. Gabriel Benitez, he fought and won. Gavin Tucker, he lost to, but he beat Kyle Nelson. Spike Carlisle, Jacob Kilburn, Camwella Kirk. He fought a lot of motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah,
And he won.
He's been busy.
Yeah.
He's been busy.
Was in a hot streak. Billy Q could wrestle, but Billy Q could grapple. Holy shit, can Billy Q grapple? And if he comes out of the first round, prepare yourself for the worst feeling of a fight you'll probably ever go through. He will dig down deep and have you drowning, bro. Oh, shit. That's going to be Edson Barbosa's biggest problem in this fight. Then again, if Barbosa's defending takedowns, this will be the worst beating that Billy Q will probably take in his life. Yo, Edson's out here and he's not playing around, bro. He's looking to put people through the ringer. And Billy Q is always a game fighter, man. Bruh. I'm looking at this shit.
Let's go.
And looking by how that fight went when Billy Q fought Hernandez, I think he could pull this shit off again.
I think so too.
I think he got a chance. He got a way, but he got to get it to the ground. And let me tell you, if Bryce managed to get that man down to the ground, Billy Q's going to find a way to get him down to the ground. And Billy Q's going to wrap them arms and them legs around, and he's going to wail on this motherfucker. And if he can get one takedown, he's going to get 2 takedowns.
Yeah.
And I think Billy Q's going to go out there. He's willing to take those shots and look to get another win, man. I'm going to take Billy Q. I think Billy Q wins this by decision. If he gets a finish, I'll be surprised, but I'm going to take Billy Q. No disrespect. Edson Barbosa is going to make this the nastiest fight for range that you'll probably see in a minute because he's going to throw knees. He's going to look for nasty body kicks on Billy Q. Billy Q got to time it to get inside. But once Billy Q gets inside, this will be problematic for Edson. I'm going to take Billy Quarantillo. There you go. That's my pick.
That's a tough one. As much as my heart wants to say that Barbosa is going to come in here and slam fucking shins at a rapid rate into Billy Q, I don't know, man. These guys just aren't throwing enough kicks at the old age. I don't know if it's taking too much energy. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But between Aldo and Barbosa lacking leg kicks in the last 5 fights for each of them, that's what concerns me. Then his takedown defense, he used to have pretty decent takedown defense is what I thought, but he has not improved at all. Like you know what I mean? Like he's still like the same wrestler for takedown defense wise, even though he's not a wrestler, he's a striker. So, I mean, I want to pick Barbosa like in the sense of like, cause I the veteran versus the newer guy, blah, blah, blah. But I think Billy's a little too long. I think that he's a little grindy. And you're right, man. Bryce Mitchell got him down. I think that Billy Q could get him down a little bit easier. He's bigger. And so I'm going to be going with Billy Q too. Even though I do love me some Edson Barbosa. With that said, the reason why we are here is the Blessed Express is back. My boy, Max Blessed Holloway is back from the 808. Let's fucking go, baby. He's taking on AAA. Arnold Almighty Allen. He's one of the best prospects coming out of the UK. And he's going to have a real hard test in front of him when he throws down with my boy Max. He's 5'8" versus the 5'11 of my boy Blessed. He's got a 70-inch reach, though, does the littler guy, Arnold Allen. A 69-inch reach for Max Holloway. Max Holloway's got the BJJ black belt. He's got the striking pedigree. He's got the experience. He's got the old championship belt. He's got my heart forever. He's taken on absolute savages on any time that he's taken an L. So his L's mean nothing to me. It's what has Arnold Allen done for me to think that he could beat a guy like Max Blessed Holloway? You think because he beat Calvin Kattar in round 2 with a knee injury, you think the fuck that's my boy Max fucking Blessed? You got that fucking shit wrong, motherfuckers. You think that Dan Hooker is my boy Max Blessed? You got that fucking sadly mistaken, motherfuckers. You think that Max Bless is Sodiq fucking Yusuf? No fucking way he's a quitter like that motherfucker with that weak ass gas tank. Gotta be joking me. Max Bless is being absolutely disrespected here. No fucking way does Arnold Allen have anything for my boy Max Bless is gonna throw at him. Whether it's fucking hands, combos, shots to the body, takedowns, jitsu. Holloway do whatever the fuck he wants with a guy like Arnold Allen if he chooses to do what he wants to do. Max Bless right now, odds makers have the favorite him as a favorite at the -170 number, plus 144 comeback for Arnold Allen. I get why all you fucking UK motherfuckers like a guy like Arnold Allen, but he ain't never seen a dog in the guy like Blessed Express. Max Holloway all fucking day. I hope he fucking just knocks him unconscious, B. What do you say?
Damn, man. That's fucking crazy. I feel you 100%, man. That's crazy, man. You feeling be disappointed, bro? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you thought I was picking Arnold Allen, you crazy, man. We going Max Holloway all day, dog. Get out of here, man. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to explain why. Arnold Allen is really fucking good. Let's keep it all the way. Let's be for real about it. Arnold Allen is 19-1. Arnold Allen has done pretty well. A lot of the fighters that I wanted to see Arnold Allen fight, though, he has not fought. That is a problem. That is one red flag. The second red flag here is that he fought Calvin Kattar the last time we seen him fight.
Yep.
Calvin Kattar got injured in the second round. The first going into the second round. And then the second round pretty much
It didn't even fight.
So we didn't get a read on what the hell Arnold Allen has improved on. Or if Arnold Allen could go full 5 rounds. Yep. He's been mostly a 3-round fighter. Yep. Yes, he blew the doors off of freaking Dan Hooker. But Dan Hooker returned to 145. And Dan Hooker has been fighting as a complete shell of himself.
Yep.
He fought Sodiq Yusuf. Didn't throw. Sodiq threw more than he did. Outlanded Arnold Allen. But Arnold Allen dropped him with the damn shots that he managed to land on him. Respect. Other than that, Arnold Allen's game is a pretty level-headed approach. He strikes here and there, throws occasional couple leg kicks, throws a couple jabs, throws a couple good combinations, keeps you against the cage. Mixes it in with the occasional takedown. That's a straightforward game. It's kind of like Leon Edwards minus a lot less striking. That's what it is. Pretty much, it's Leon Edwards minus a lot of striking. A lot less strikes. Fucking Max Holloway. Max Holloway's beating up everybody. Other than Alexander Volkanovski, he's beating everybody up.
Everybody.
And he's going to continue to beat everybody up. What the fuck? Fucking Max Holloway is taking okay. Max Holloway's gotten damage. He's taking some damage.
Dustin Poirier fucking laid pipe on my boy Max. I hated it. It was a great fight. And they're like, he took every one of those, bro. There's no way Arnold's doing that to him, you know?
Exactly. Max Holloway's only been finished once in his career, and that was to Dustin Poirier by submission. Other than that, Max Holloway's been here, 31 years old. Max is still out here believing without a shadow of a doubt that he could win the featherweight title again if given the opportunity.
That's right.
And he's going to continue to beat the complete shit out of anybody else who's trying to challenge him and be that number one guy. If Yair beats Alexander Volkanovski, Max Holloway is going to beat the fucking brakes out of Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Again.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm going to tell you that now. That is going to be a factoid,
It'll be
big
epic.
time.
Epic.
Yo,
Hopefully in
he is
Mexico. It'll be sick.
he is leveling up. Max is leveling up during the off season, and we see some new shit out of Max when he comes out to fight. His volume is crazy. His footwork is getting better and better. Whether he wants to be a boxer dude or he wants to be the kickboxer guy, yo, he's leveling up this shit. He's even willing to mix a takedown or two in the mix nowadays, a lot more than before. The jab is perfecto. His double up jab to the straight hand is perfecto. The hooks are always there. He throws these
The
things.
body
The
shots.
volume, the body shots, golly. The volume.
The jitsu that's underrated.
Yes. The occasional head kicks that he's throwing in the mix, boy. Come on, man. These are not like one or two pop shots. These are combos constantly. Arnold Allen has not seen these looks yet. And I know Arnold Allen is a tough boy. He's a big guy. He got a big frame. He got muscle on him. He got real good build on him. But you throwing with that low output, man, I don't think that's going to help you in this situation against Max, bro. We're going to take Max Holloway, man.
Let's go.
Max gets this one again, bro.
Dude,
Come on, son.
The 808 baby Blessed Express. So that's this weekend bets for Cope's Corner. I really, really appreciate you, Mr. B, being here, shooting the shit with me. Every single one of you guys in the chat, Jaw West, Reside, Kick Your Bass, my boy Derek Wilkinson, I saw in there, Danny Conte, Back in Black, probably creeping in the back. We love you, girl. I appreciate every single one of you guys that make the show what it is. Mr. B, you want to shoot out where you'll be this weekend in case people want to watch your stream for the fights?
Sure, man. Yo, I got a Twitter. It's called New Year's Same B at Mr. B 1986. I got the OK Live. Download that app, OK Live. My name, of course, Mr. B. Got a picture of Laura Senko. I'm on there right now watching PFL. We'll be there tomorrow for the UFC. There's a boxing match. I'll be there too. Whenever there's fights, I'm there. Also, I got to put this little quick announcement, man. Starting either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to be doing my own little thing here on YouTube and Twitch. It'll just be running down the events during the week. I'll just be running them down and fight announcements.
Nice.
Yeah, just so we could just do that. And then give y'all guys a little hint preview of what the show's going to bring on Friday. Cope's Corner here all the time. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do here pretty much. So it'll be a little review, a little upcoming fight announcements, some other stuff. In part of this Cope's Corner, of course.
Nice.
But yeah, man, that's what we're gonna be doing.
And I'll anytime you want, I'll jump in there and talk about some fight news, and you can control all that because I'll gladly talk about topics, especially Mr. B's super organized, like a sponge of knowledge, and that's why I love him here on Cope's Corner. But with that said, man, I hope each and every you guys have a great weekend with your families. Please love your friends, love your family, check in on them, make sure that they're safe in the time of need. Absolutely. A lot of people are sad. But man, have a great weekend. Make sure you make some good bets on the UFC and be back here next week for Cope's Corner. Till next time, let's fucking roll, baby. Peace.